What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name is Nicole and I'm a person in recovery, and my sobriety date is July 13th of 2015. Before you guys do anything, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment and let me know if you've experienced this before too. Let's relate to each other. It helps me when you guys share your experiences with me also. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. So let's do this. I have some stuff I need to talk to you guys about. That cabinet was driving me insane. So a lot of you guys know that I have been tapering on my Suboxone for the past 20 months or so, maybe even longer than that, over a year. And I started my taper in March of 2019, and back then I was doing so well. I was coming down about 2 milligrams every 90 days. I was steady going. Then coronavirus came in March of 2020. I was still doing fairly well. Then I flew out to California in July, still doing well, still taking 2 milligrams. And then October hit, September, October. And I have been prescribed 2 milligrams for about 6 months or so now, pretty long time. And during the month of October and a little bit into November, I started struggling in my personal life. A lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. My husband had been struggling with his sobriety, and this is not an excuse. It is not his fault. I'm not blaming him. This is something that I'm struggling with, and I'm sharing it with you guys now. Well, during all that, instead of go out and get high, I started overtaking my Suboxone again. And what I mean by overtaking is I was prescribed 2 milligrams and I started taking 4 milligrams. Now, I wouldn't do this every day. I would take 2 milligrams one day and 4 milligrams the next day because I didn't want to run out of my prescription early, which I didn't, thank God. I never ran out of it early. But, you know, it just goes to show you how quickly those coping mechanisms that we used in active addiction come back. And that's what happened. You know, when the rubber met the road and shit started getting difficult in my personal life, in my family, I resorted to, you know, overtaking my medication. And, you know, I was embarrassed to talk to you guys about this because, I don't know, I just don't want anybody to think that, you know, I'm like not serious about tapering or not serious about my recovery. And then I realized how stupid that was for me to think that, because you guys, I've always shared the truth with you guys. I've always told you guys what I'm going through. And so that's what I'm going through, you know, and now I'm back on my 2 milligrams and I've been taking 2 milligrams daily, and I can tell that I'm not taking 4 anymore, but I'm okay, you know. I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday to go see my doctor and talk to them about what's been going on. They're aware of what's been going on with my husband and how he's been struggling. So hopefully, you know, they'll have some suggestions, but I'm pretty sure the suggestion is going to be that I need to stay at 2 milligrams for another month or two, and then I can think about tapering. So that way my life is stable and things are a little bit better, you know. My husband is doing a lot better. He is on the straight and narrow and doing the right thing, going to work every day and being honest with me, which was the hardest part, you guys. That's what was the hard part, was he was lying to me and I was getting so upset about it, you know. But it's like, why do I do that to myself? Why do I get upset? It's like, I know what addiction does to us. I know that when I was in my active addiction, I lied. Why am I getting upset? And so I've really had to take a step back and just start focusing on myself and my recovery again. And I found myself just getting overwhelmed with trying to do too much. And so my pure focus is on my recovery, working my job, and being of service to my husband and my son. That's why I have bumped back my live streams here to only on Fridays, and that's why I'm not uploading every single day here anymore, because it was just unrealistic. But yeah, I just wanted to be honest with you guys and let y'all know that I was doing so good on my taper, so good, and then I fell back a little bit. So I hope that by sharing this information with you guys, that if you're struggling with this, that it'll help you to understand that it's okay. It's okay. I didn't get high. I didn't relapse. I didn't go and use. And that's amazing, you know, and that's what I'm trying to stay away from doing. And nobody's perfect. And just because I fell back on my taper for a month doesn't mean that I have to throw out the whole taper. It means I get back on track and I start hitting it hard again. And that's what I'm doing. And so I hope you guys, if you're struggling like I've been struggling, you won't beat yourself up. I'm extra hard on myself, so I totally understand if you do. Totally understand. It's difficult because I want to do it perfect, so that way I can come back and tell everybody how I did it and how I achieved it. But the truth of the matter is, I'm human and I'm not a perfect person, and this shit's fucking hard, you know? And it's not even hard because I'm going through withdrawal or anything like that. It's mentally hard. It's psychologically hard. That is where this is all happening, because I'm not experiencing any discomfort. I'm not having any withdrawals. I'm not having any problems like that. And so, and I know that if I go low and slow enough, I won't have those problems. But the part that is messing with me is this brain up here. And this is where my addiction centers in my mind. That's where all of our addictions center. And my addiction, especially when I'm going through something that involves my family, it just starts going into overdrive and really just punching me when I'm down, knocking me when I'm down, you know? And so I'm not making excuses for my behavior. I'm not saying it's okay to overtake your Suboxone. Please do not think that. I just want to be honest with you guys and let y'all know that I have been struggling. But I look at this as a victory, because I'm not high, I'm not relapsing, you know? And back in my active addiction, if something happened in my personal life that was horrible and, you know, really causing me a lot of heartache, I would have went out and gotten high, just like that, not even thought twice about it, you know? So obviously all this hard work in recovery, it's coming and it's helping me. It's not for nothing. It's not for nothing. And all these years of making videos and sharing my truth on YouTube, it's not for nothing. Like, I can go back and look at videos from 8 months ago and see how I was compared to today, and I'm doing so much better than I've ever done. And I'm happier than I've ever been in my personal life, in my job, just in everything. And so I hope me telling the truth will help somebody out there that's struggling with the same thing. And if you are struggling with this, you can reach out to me. I will talk to you. I totally understand, and I will never judge you. One of the things that, like, I pride myself on is that I will not judge you guys, because I know how it feels, you know, and there's no reason to be ashamed or embarrassed or think that you're not good enough. Like, recovery is not linear. It's up and down, up and down. At least mine has been. And so you just got to do whatever you can do to stay on the right path, no matter what it takes. And so really getting involved in recovery, plugging into some people that have been sober longer than me that can kind of guide me, has been helping me a lot. And just trying to take stress off of me, trying to focus on the positive things that are going on in my life, not the bad things that have been happening. Trying to focus on how beautiful my son is and how grateful I am to have him in my life. Trying to focus on my husband and how he's an amazing provider and he loves me more than anything in the world, and that he's gonna be okay, and that this isn't the end of the world. You know, I like to catastrophize things and make them like so much bigger than what they are, and I blow things up. And just like I've been blowing this up with my Suboxone, like I really beat myself up over it. And I don't have to do that. Like, it's okay to make mistakes. And I keep on having to tell myself that, because y'all know I don't feel like that. Y'all know I'm beating myself up. Y'all know I'm hard on myself. So I hope this video helps somebody. And if you guys are struggling or you need any support, you know what to do. Just reach out to me. I got you. Love y'all.